You have been asking me a lot of questions. Where does this money go? These corrupt leaders, these puppets, they steal a lot of money from people, from the government. They overtax people. But the question is, where does this money go? People cry, people suffer, people complain because of a taxation. But where does this money go? Listen, I wonder if African puppets and African politicians are human beings. Or sometimes I don't know, why do they do some other things? You'd find out that someone is possessing a lot of cars, someone is working with luxurious things, but in the country they are coming from, or in the country they are representing as the heads of state, it's wonders. It is wonders. Now, I want to compare two things. Number one, I want you to see the presidential convoy of President William Ruto and the presidential convoy of President Ibrahim Traore. President William Ruto has a lot of cars, like he works with a lot of cars. Okay? I want you to watch this video. He is working with a lot of cars. He has a very, very expensive cars, like 50 of them, but he is moving with this car at a road that is not even made, at a road that is not even constructed. What a shame. Watch this video. And that is how African leaders, African puppets, African politicians are. That is how they are. That is how they are. I'm telling you. But on the other hand, Intervlog did a certain video. This video is very interesting. I watched this video and I wanted to compare this video with this one so that you can be able to understand the difference between Ibrahim Traore and African puppets, African politicians who don't care about the interests of people. Whether people cry, they don't care. Whether people suffer, they don't care. I want you to see this video that Intervlog did about the presidential convoy of President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, the King of Africa.
The convoy he used was the cheapest convoy in the history. I have never seen any cheap convoy like that. Ibrahim Traore used brain to save Burkina Faso's money and used the money to do more important things than misusing it extravagantly. What he did, supposed to be a lesson for every African leader to learn. If you are from Nigeria, from Gambia, from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, from Ethiopia, from Kenya, from anywhere around the world, especially in Africa, call your president. To learn from Ibrahim Traore how to save country's economy. Ibrahim Traore, instead of using Toyota Land Cruiser 2024 model, which he cost $200,000, he went to buy the cheapest SUV in the market, which is Lexus LX 570 that cost $93,000. He bought only two pieces. The two pieces of it cost $186,000, cheaper than one Toyota Land Cruiser. This is unbelievable. And you would ask me, why would he buy these SUVs? He bought them because if somebody like Putin is coming to visit him, Putin needs SUV to pick him from airport. If Assimi Goïta is coming to visit him, Assimi Goïta needs SUV to pick him from the airport, but not exotic one. He went to pick the cheapest, and he didn't finish there. After picking the two cheapest SUV in the market, he did not buy any other vehicle attached to that. Just only two SUV for him and for the visitors for special purposes, cheapest one in the market. The rest Convoy is military vehicle, pickup vehicles. And those pickup vehicles are the cheapest pickup vehicles in the market. They are called TLC 79 series. Each one of these vehicles cost $35,000 new one. That is what you are looking at there. And ask me how many number of the military vehicle that follow Assimi Goïta and Ibrahim Traoré from airport to the presidential villa. 4 TLC vehicles, follow them. With only 2 SUV, which is Lexus LX 370, that cost $93,000 each. This is how a president is supposed to minimize expenses of country. What he did is what every African leader is supposed to have done. But do they do this? No. Why? Because they are coming for enjoyment. Many African leaders are coming to destroy the country themselves. A leader would come to power. The first thing he would do is to approve Toyota Land Cruiser. For him, if he has 15 Escort, he will approve Toyota Land Cruiser for 15 Escort. And it will not stop there. He will go and approve the Toyota Land Cruiser for every lawmaker, for every senator, for every governor, every local government chairman. Then tell me how a country will progress when her president is taking their money to Japan to procure Toyota Land Cruiser that cost $200,000 each.
That is it. Only 2 cars. And he is building roads. Those 2 cars are very few. But they are going to move on the roads that are made, roads that are built. But in Kenya, we have president who is working with a lot of cars, but these cars, they are moving at roads that are not built, roads that look the way they want to look. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Listen, these people steal a lot of money. This money, some of them, they keep in their banks in the foreign countries. Countries like the United States of America, countries like France, countries like Germany, countries like UK, countries like England, countries like Britain, they put their money in those countries. Countries like Dubai, they open their accounts and put that money in those accounts. This money, they keep it for themselves. Nevertheless, this money again, they put it in their businesses around the country, and a lot of people don't know about this. Unfortunately, EACC cannot go and interrogate people like these ones. The Supreme Court of Kenya cannot go and interrogate people like these ones, because he is a president and he has say over everything. He is the most powerful man in the country. Nobody can talk, nobody can say anything. Sometimes people will try to come out and try to say no to it. But what do they do in return? They abduct them, they shoot them, they kill them. That is what African leaders and African puppets are doing. I want to share with you 15 most expensive things that President William Ruto possesses. And this is money that is coming from Kenyans. The tax that is collecting from Kenyans. Because if this tax would be doing something constructive or something that is seen, something tangible, we would say President Ruto is working. So this money, definitely, it's going to these things, these constructions, road constructions, school constructions, hospital constructions. This money is going there. But if you cannot see or trace where this money is going, definitely this money is going into these things that I'm going to show you. Without further ado, let's get after the video. Number 1, Centrim 680 Hotel. This is a hotel located in Nairobi. Hotels are one of the major businesses one can own. Reports indicate that this hotel is estimated at 3.1 billion shillings. Centrim 680 is located in the heart of Nairobi along the busy Kenyatta Avenue. There are 253 rooms in the 10 stories hotel. The main guest area consists of a reception, lounge area, and a coffee shop. The mezzanine floor has the conference facility, restaurant, and bar. Number 2, Weston Hotel. The president owns this hotel, which is regarded as a four-star hotel. The hotel is located on Langata Road, opposite Wilson Airport. Weston Hotel comprises of 110 superior rooms, 3 junior suites, 6 executive suites, and 1 presidential suite. This expensive hotel is estimated to be worth around 2 billion Kenyan shillings. Number 3. Amaco Insurance. William Ruto owns the largest share with approximately over 1 million in Amaco Insurance Company, hence walks home with the biggest returns. Africa Merchants Assurance Company is one of the oldest general insurance company in Kenya and a traditional powerhouse. It was at one point one of the biggest general insurance company for motor PSV insurance for the Matatu markets, underwriting billions of insurance premiums. This is said to be amongst the main source of income for Mr. Ruto. Number 4. Palatial home in Moiben. William Ruto's mansion in Moiben, Uasin Gishu, is estimated at a whopping 1.2 billion Kenyan shillings. The mansion sits on a 20-acre piece of land, which is part of the 700 acres of land bought by the president. Moreover, the mansion is complete with a private airstrip. Number 5. Mombasa Dolphin Hotel. According to an article appearing on a leading daily, Ruto cost around 600 million Kenyan shillings to construct what has been touted as one of the largest hotels in Shanzu, Mombasa. Sitting on a 10-acre parcel of land, the Dolphin Hotel has 600 guest rooms. Dolphin Hotel is under Weston Hotel chain and its construction commenced in 2016. The hotel has 3 floors and the beach view. Number 6. Several helicopters. The Kenyan president is believed to be a proud owner of 3 helicopters. These helicopters are amongst the expensive things owned by William Ruto, as it is estimated at 300 million Kenyan shillings. Therefore, the self-proclaimed has spent more than 900 million to acquire these luxurious choppers. Apart from these, he also leases them to people in cooperatives in the country for a good amount of money. Number 7. Rongai Flats. Ruto also owns Osera Flats, which is valued at around 500 million Kenyan shillings. Number 8. Expensive cars. The president has been spotted in a variety of high-class vehicles if the pricing and features of the said cars are anything to go by. Total Excess LX570. William Ruto, the so-called hustler, owns one of the expensive private cars in Kenya. The car is made in Japan and can run on flat tire. It's bulletproof and offers most comfortable ride challenge. Mercedes-Benz S500. The Mercedes-Benz S-Classes pricing range varies depending on the trim level you select. The model's price ranges from 20.3 million to 24 million Kenyan shillings depending on the year it was made. Toyota Land Cruiser 200 series. The massive automobile, which weighs an estimated 2.7 tons and has a 4.58 liters and engine off-road cars. 2018, 2019 and 2020 V8 model cost an estimated 14 million Kenyan shillings. Range Rover Sport. Hustler also drives these high-class cars since his first term of office. He continually uses it for political rallies and high-class visits. Number 9. Housing Properties Limited, which is estimated at 1 million Kenyan shillings. Number 10. Mansion in Karen. Apart from his Moiben mansion, the deputy president also owns a lavish mansion in Nairobi's Karen. The mansion stands in a 10-acre piece of land, and the cost of putting up this house is believed to have been 450 million Kenyan shillings. Number 11. Poultry business hub at his Tabo home, valued at 830 million Kenyan shillings. The president revealed he makes 1.5 million Kenyan shillings every day from the sale of eggs from his 200,000 chickens. Number 12. Residential property along Jogoo Road, Nairobi, estimated at 1.5 billion Kenyan shillings. Number 13. Otata Enterprises Limited, estimated at 2.85 billion Kenyan shillings. Number 14. Hublot Big Bang Rose Gold wristwatch. This is a Swiss luxurious watch owned by few individuals in the world. The watch retails at an approximate price of 2.6 million Kenyan shillings. If you're working within public service, it will take you approximately 5 years to accumulate such an amount. Number 15. Other assets. 1 at Media Max Networks and K24 TV station, where he's the topmost shareholder in 2022 with 87% shareholding. 2 400,000 Safaricom shares. 3 8,000 shares at Kenya Airways. Thanks for spending some time today with us. We are so glad you did. If you have been amazed by this video, please give us a like, keep the bell icon to never miss an upload, and here, don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe. And that is the kind of leaders we have in Africa. That's the kind of puppets we have in Africa. These are the kind of leaders that Ibrahim Traore says all the times no to them. Leaders that Ibrahim Traore is trying to preach to them all the time so they can be able to make a change. These are the kind of leaders we are having in Africa. Leaders who does not care about people. They collect a lot of money from people. They overtax people. But at the end of the day, this money they are collecting from people does not go anywhere. It doesn't help anybody. Not even a single person. Just to go somewhere and help a poor person in the village, you cannot. But you have private shoppers, you have hotels, you have lands, you have mansions almost in every county. You have like a lot of things that contain that consist billions of money. But only to go to the village and help someone, a single person who is crying, you cannot. What do you say? I'm trying to create jobs for the youths. Which jobs are you creating for the youths when you're stealing their money? Which jobs are you creating for the youths when you're taking their money? When you're overtaxing their parents? Can't we be like Ibrahim Traore? A guy does not even think about his stomach. He thinks about the people because he knows he is a servant to the people, not a boss to the people. This is something that I find so disguising and so frustrating. And African politicians have to change. And this is why black people are seen like fools sometimes. Not because we are, but because we are being led by people who are fools. And we have to make a change. If we cannot make a change, then we're not going to make it. If we cannot make a change, we're not going to revolve Africa. Africa must be liberated. It must be liberated. This is what is happening in Africa. These are the kind of things that are happening in Africa. These are the kind of things that Tinubu is doing, the kind of things that Paul Kagame is doing, the kind of things that Yoweri Museveni is doing in Africa. These are the kind of things they are doing. They steal money from the government. They steal money from people. They overtax people. But at the end of the day, this money gets into their pockets. They go and raise their businesses. They go and open businesses, buy lands, build mansions with the money that is coming from Kenyans, not the money that they are being paid. Because if the president can be building billions and billions of properties, owning billions of properties that contains billions of money, and this president is being paid only 200 million every month. 200 million every month. But you are possessing things that contains billions of money. Isn't that corruption? That is corruption. Do let me know what you have said in the comment section about this issue. I am the African Streamline, and I've decided I'm here to expose African politicians who are puppets, who are corrupt. This time round, we have to liberate Africa, and Africa must be a continent where everybody feels good when staying into that continent. As Ibrahim Traore said, And as Julius Malema said, we want to build a country, we want to build a continent where everybody feels good when living in that continent, not living like slaves in your own home. Thank you so much for tuning in. African Streamline is home. Africa ni nyumbani. And anything that concerns Africa concerns me and you as Africans. And we must talk about it. Adios, muchachos.